Alrighty, good morning, and good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well, ready for a great trading day. I know I am. Let's dive right into it, guys. Right off the bat, let's look into the ES, see if we can find any price levels that we might want to look to target or trade off of. So, first thing I see, right, we have our volume profile. And I see that volume has been consolidating, right? And it almost did give us a P formation. If we extend our volume profile back a little bit, we bring it to Sunday's open. We have our low volume to the downside, higher volume to the upside. Price is being accepted at higher price levels. Therefore, price is going to match with volume. That's exactly what we're getting. So I'm going to be looking for longs today. And let's see, we'll do our daily candle too. And we'll mark out our open price. And we'll mark out our, get rid of the sell side liquidity. It's not sell side liquidity anymore. Previous day high is right here. Previous day low will be over here. This Friday high and low. Look how well these key levels worked. This was our low before we finally rallied back higher. It's something we were watching for a little while here in the Bullish Bears community. Great levels, great price action, great reactions. So previous day high, we're looking for bullish moves today, right? But what I would like to see essentially is if we can maybe come into a demand zone. So let's delete some broken supply zones we have. Boom, boom. We can delete this one. Now I was thinking of deleting this daily right here, but I want to keep this. And the reason I do want to keep it is because it's a daily supply zone. And it worked as resistance a few times on the daily time frame. So because it worked like as resistance a few times on that daily time frame, I want to see if it wants to work as support a few times on the daily time frame. So today what I might look for is to see if we could start to sell off at that morning open and find some support near this 57.73, 57.73. And that's going to be lining up right with, and let's see, I do believe we have a 2-hour demand zone at 58.23. So I said 57.73. That's way down here. So if buyers are strong enough to hold us through, this is a demand zone right here. Let's delete some of these old price levels. Guys on YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let's see. I'm just going to delete some old levels from yesterday we do not need. We could go to the 1-hour time frame so we could see it a bit more clearly. We'll keep that weekly high level. I wanted to see this this big supply zone we have right here, where that came from. We got a lot of resistance up here, but again, just because we have a lot of resistance doesn't mean we can't go long. I am bullish today. I do want to see if we could sell off or at least pull back before we could flip back bullish again. We'll see. So a few things I'll look out for at that point will be, let's delete this 30-minute. Pardon me, so it's heads or tails, right, guys? Let me know what you think. Should we keep this zone or not for this broken supply? So we broke it yesterday. So my rule usually is if we break it on this day, I'll look for it to be support the following. And it does, well, the same day, I should say. And it does look like we held that as support. So I think I do want to delete it. But what I might do is I might put, no, we have that weekly high level as a key level right there. I was going to say I'll put a key level right at the top of it, because if we're looking at the top of that zone, this worked very well. This was 58.41, 58.42 as a key level, but I do have 58.36, which is about 4 or 5 points below that. So we're going to keep that. We'll delete some of these old zones so we could have some fresher zones and levels. Keep a clean chart, guys. Clean chart is a happy chart. So the few trade setups I might look for, guys, is going to be this 2-hour demand zone right here. That lines up with that key level. So we'll mark that out with our demand. Go D2 hour. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing good today. Ready for another killer Tuesday. Yes, sir. Alright, let's see. What's up, random?
What's up?
What's up? Alright, let's see. So ES, ideally I'd like to see us hit 58.23, this demand zone, because remember, I do want to be realistic, right? We always talk about being realistic with the market too. Well, if we did sell off this hard on this daily candle without any type of news, it's going to be a lot harder for it to move back higher again. Again, not impossible. We see that we were able to rally from the zone yesterday, but right now, with the rally we had, the increasing volume, guys, this is huge. This is the first time we've had like a strong bull candle, breakout candle, that actually had volume compete with it. So this is huge. So right now, realistically, if we did break the demand zone I had marked out over here and sold off further, there's a good chance that maybe sellers are strong enough to bring us to this broken supply, and I don't want to be trying to chase longs on that way down. But because we do have our 2-hour demand zone right here, I do want to see if market wants to open and come retest this zone. Now, if we do want to continue before coming back, right, and we want to break these levels, now guys, price moves up and down. It does not move left and right. So when you're looking at price levels, you're reading a chart, read the price levels. Look at the levels we're trading at, right? Look at the price levels, look at the market's reaction to them. So right now we're creating higher highs, higher lows. So if we take out this low right here, and we held this low right here, that would be taking out some lower time frame liquidity, holding this higher low, and then we'd look for us to make a new high of day. Now if we do want to just continue here, and we end up breaking and closing above the supply zone, I'll use this 45-minute supply that's between 58.55 and 58, looks like 73, and I'll use that as demand. Now, I won't use the whole entire zone because that's going to be a huge stop loss. What I'll do is I'll look for maybe a 30-minute or a 15-minute, some type of imbalance to help me find that trade. I do want to see, let's see, 45. So let's delete this one. We'll keep this one on the 45-minute. Let me make sure that it is coordinates, visibility. No, this one I'm fine with just seeing on that 45. That way when I do go to the lower time frame, if I want to, I could put another anchored volume profile on today's session. Right? Now today's session we would start at, where is our 4 p.m., 6 p.m. Eastern candle. So we're going to place it right there. And I see we have our large volume to the downside. So even though we're rallying from here, there's low volume picking up. We knew this was a CPI move. This wasn't a real volume move. So because of that, I would really expect price to move back into this range down here before it wants to continue higher. Now, I don't know if we're going to come into this range down here and then continue higher, or if we're going to come lower, we're going to create a wider range on the volume average. So this blue range, guys, this blue level that's forming, the squiggly lines, this is our developing volume average. Our developing volume average shows us developing wise on this chart where 70% of the volume is being traded, so where our volume average is, right? This is where price's volume average is at. So 58, 48, 58, let's see, 58, 55, so we're 58.55 is the volume average high. If we're at 58.70 right now, we're extended from that, right? Some people who use volume profile might look for a trade back within that range. That's not how I like to use it. Everybody remember, whenever you're taking any trades, creating any setups or a system for yourself, you might trade it differently than the next person or the person who taught you did, because we're all different, right? That's what makes us all unique. So again, what I'm looking for today, guys, on the ES is this demand zone 58.24, or if we could scale above this supply zone and then retest around 58.78. Now let's take a quick look at the NASDAQ, guys. See what's up on NAS. Let's see. So we had this imbalance on NQ yesterday, but we didn't come back to it. I don't think we will. We can check the 45. We have our volume profile, and again, volume average, same situation as moving higher with price. We're currently extended above it with the low volume to the upside. NASDAQ, if we look at the 2-hour time frame, it gave us that same 2-hour demand that ES had. So again, same situation. If NASDAQ and ES can both move into this demand zone over here around 20,786 on NASDAQ and 58.23 on ES, then I would like to see some buyers step in and hold as support. Yo, what's going on, Fairchild? Good morning, good morning. All right, so let's see. Let's see. So that's sort of what we're looking for on ES and NQ today. If we could find a setup like that. This is the 2-hour time frame, so we could go to a lower time frame, and we could look at our volume profile too on the NASDAQ. See what's going on. So we'll look at our current daily candle. So here's our 6 o'clock, And again, same situation, right? We did start moving higher. Volume started picking up a bit stronger on NASDAQ than it did ES up here. But what we would like to see, right, for the intraday is we'd like to see this volume start to increase with price. So volume moves higher with price and leave this area as a low volume shelf. If the market does that, then this area would be my entry point. If price chops around here and fills this whole entire area, then I'd no longer have that trade set up. And I'm most likely looking for this demand zone down here, because now look at this demand zone. I just want to hide this one. So look at this. This is our volume profile now on the current week. So it starts out from Sunday's market open and it comes to wherever we are right now. The bottom of our volume profile average is right inside this demand zone. Now last time we moved to and below the volume average, we created the demand zone and we held as support and we moved back higher to the high of that. So again, could possibly be a trade setup I'm going to be looking for today. Good morning, guys. You guys, YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. Stick around. We're going to see some good trade setups come to fruition. It is 8:42 right now. Markets open up at 9:30, so we have about 50 minutes to cover the NASDAQ, ES. We'll cover some equities as well. We'll cover some news. CPI data just came in. Gold, oil. We're going to cover a lot. So let's take a look at gold, guys, because I know the homie Random's been killing gold lately. Alright, let's see.
You got me on it, man. You and Marzetti seem to used to. I think Marzetti trades oil a lot now, eh? I can't. Yeah, I don't know too much about
I'm
oil.
on oil now.
Yeah, I don't know too much about oil. It took me a while to get my head around gold.
Well, oil moves slower, and it's not as news knee-jerky reactionary.
Right.
So it's
Yeah,
a
that's
longer,
true.
slower trade, but it's a little more predictable. I'm actually in a long on oil right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, what's your opinion about that? Like, trading a couple, it's quite intensive. What's your take on that?
Yeah, so I think, in my opinion, and it could really go one of both ways, right? Now, I usually recommend when people are getting started, a beginner, you should really only look at maybe one or two. Start with the ES and NQ to see how they both trade. But then over time, to expand your ability of trading to a couple other charts like gold, oil, ES, and Q, now you're giving yourself different markets to watch, which gives yourself the benefit of the doubt, because then if market A, B, and C are range bound or not giving you your A plus setup, there's a better chance that D will. If you're only trading the two markets, then you do have to be more patient. You have to wait for your setup. But no, I do like watching multiple tickers, but it's important not to force anything. When you see something on that daily time frame or a higher time frame that's just telling you you should not take that trade, don't force it. Don't go to a lower time frame and say, oh, well, there's got to be something. Obviously, the markets always move. We joke we're either going higher or lower, but that doesn't mean we as traders know if we're going higher or lower. When we know, that's when we take our probabilities and we take our trade. Now, when we don't know, we should stay out of it and then go on to the next market, right? If gold, like right now, in my opinion on gold, I want to see it break that previous day low. There's also another previous day low at 32.1120, and then there's a broken supply zone right below that at 32.01. So I sort of want to see gold break that low and reverse back higher, because now we're looking at a range on gold, and we might be at the bottom of that range right here. But let's see CL. That's another tough one, right? Crude has been breaking previous day highs, closing green. But again, sort of a opposite situation of gold, where I would want to see if crude could break that previous day high, this other previous day high, and reject the broken demand zone, right? We had gold was doing the opposite. Gold was coming into a broken supply zone. Now, they don't inverse each other, and guys, people do ask, does ES or gold, do they inverse each other? No, but gold will a lot of times, gold's sort of like a market sentiment, not gauge, but reader, right? So if there's a lot of uncertainty, worry in the market, we saw for months with the tariff worry. Well, for those months with the tariff worry, look at gold. Gold did amazing, over 20% on gold. It went from like, I know, lows 27,000, highs to 3,400, 2,700 to 3,400. So it had a wild rally due to that uncertainty. But now that we created that deal, now that things are sort of starting to be a bit more stern, is there a chance that we want to break this and continue lower on gold? Because what happens is when investors are a lot more confident, and I don't talk about investors like, oh, your uncle who invests in the stock market. Investors like institutions, people who need to put a certain percentage of their institutional margin into the market at some point. Well, if there's confidence in the market, they might pull their profits and their money from gold and invest it into the market, right? If there's confidence that the market's going higher, they're going to want to go higher, follow that trend. And them pulling their money out of gold will help lead to a further sell-off. But right now, I do like where it's at for possible buys. But good question. Let's see. Let's see. We'll do gold real quick on the daily. So previous day low, previous day high. I'm looking for a break below that previous day low. I don't think we'll see anything on the 6 hour. Not too much on the 4 hour. We do have this basing candle right here. And then we have our strong impulse move. So this could be, if not a supply zone, this could be an order block, guys. So because it has our basing, and then it has our impulse move, but no continuation, this would be more of an order block. S4 hour. Perfect. Now, because it has this broken support above it too, sort of within it, that's why I like this area for a possible short on gold. Let's see. Really just looking to see if there are any other supply zones up here. I'm not seeing too much. Yo, Fairchild, if you're still on YouTube, let me know if you're taking any trades, if you're on that eval. And guys, anybody on YouTube, make sure you hit that like and let me know what you're trading. If you're trading your eval, funded, or if you're on ESNQ, gold, or crude. Let's see. So let's finish up on gold, and then we'll go over crude and see what's popping on crude oil. Yeah, so gold, I'm really not seeing too much here. I want to delete this demand zone because we ran through it too many times. I want to maybe form, I was looking at this area right here for possible demand. And we'll keep that because that is working as support. Let's see. And again, up here, looks like this was an area of resistance. See how when we were below it, we resisted it. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Now we're above it. Support, support. Now let's see if we want to trade back above it and retest. That might be our high or low here to target those highs. So that might be for gold. Waiting for my coffee installation to take effect, man. Good. Possibility for gold right here. We'll have to see, and we'll go to the 5 minute, and we'll bring up book map, and we'll see what's really going on at those levels. How are we? Buy side, sell side. I want to know CVD. Is it green? Barely green. I want to know volume. Let's see over here. It's pretty 50-50 right now. When buyers step in, they are larger than the sellers for the most part. But it's pretty 50-50. If anything, it is leaning a little more towards the red side, the negative side. But it is 50-50. CVD is 50-50. It's at 20 right now. It's near that 0 mark. We can take a look at ES real quick too, to just take a quick look. We had that big move from the CPI data. We could take a look at that as well. Let's see how that came in. It came lower, right? Actual 0.2%, forecast 0.3%. Oh, prior was 0.1%. So I guess it's going to depend how they really break it down and how the important people read it. So this is something I would be waiting for on gold. See if it could try to flip. Let's see gold on book map. Too much resistance above us. If we didn't have the resistance above us, I'd be sort of more okay for a possible long here. And sort of not anticipate the trade, but when you do that, right, you could sort of get a better entry on it. Tighten up the stop loss, but then you're risking that it just runs right to your stop. So you do always want to be a little careful with that. I do like that point of control is up here, 702. I would like to see if price could start to move back higher within this volume average on this candle. That 702 and 630 area, that would be great. If we get back above 702, which is at the 3250 area, and get to 3251, and this 630 starts to increase with volume too, then this could again flip bullish, and that could also be our entry point once we get back up there. Stop loss at the low of this current candle. Did not hit my daily goal yesterday, but stayed disciplined on loss limit and chilled out. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Listen, as long as you're following your rules, every day is going to be a lesson. Winning days, losing days. Alright, let's see. So yeah, gold's looking okay, but again, I'd be more careful on gold longs. Let's take a look at oil now. So ideally, I would like to see oil take out that previous day high. And the reason for that is because for the past, let's see, 1, 2, 3, did we take it out on that one? 4, 5, 6 days on oil we've been taking out those previous day highs. So with that being said, let's keep that streak running. We could also use Edgeful if we wanted to. A whole bunch of tools, guys. Edgeful. We could use Bookmap, our key levels, whole bunch of fun stuff. So let's take a look at Edgeful on oil on these previous day highs and whatnot. Go to oil and it'll tell me error. Oh no, wow. Alright, oil and previous day low, previous day's range. And we want to look at the daily session. And we see, look at that, previous day highs all been broken. Previous day high broken, previous day high broken, previous day high broken, previous day high broken. Almost every day for a while now. Last time we didn't was 5-7, 5-7. 5-7. Previous day high broken. Oh, closed red, but it still broke previous day high. Look, previous day high broken, previous day high broken. This one broke previous day low and previous day high. Previous day high, PDH, 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 PDH. So looking for that to happen again on oil here. It could possibly go hit that now. We could take a look at oil on Bookmap. Do have 63 even as a key level, but that is below there, 63.30, and not much above that, 64 maybe, but I don't know about that. Let's see, any supply zone. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my time frame analysis and see if I could find a supply zone up here. Remember, guys, yesterday I was like, oh yeah, I would maybe take a short position here. Well, that short position was a banger on oil. So I sort of want to see if we want to come into that supply zone again and reject it. So if we don't hit that previous day low before previous day high, I'll look for a rejection inside the supply zone. I'm going to drag this out, and that's going to sort of be my key level too, 63.23. Because again, that was sort of where we broke it and rejected lower. We do have, however, looks like a little bit of a buy side liquidity right here. We'll mark that out, buy side liquidity. And we'll put that on the right. And make the text white so we could see it. So if we sweep this, and that's at 63.35. 63.35. We have 63.30 is a pretty strong level. I'll look for shorts up in this area on oil, but let's see some other time frames. See if there are any new supply zones that formed up there. I don't see anything on the 15. We could check the 30. Nothing on the 30. 45. No. Do we have? What about 2 zigzags? No. 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4. No, wow, nothing. Okay, so if I'm not seeing any supply zones up there, a lot of times what that means is this pullback is just a pullback and we might rally through. Gotta be a little careful, though I still do like this area for resistance. But but I was making a pretty sturdy case for why we should break that previous day high. Now let's mark that out, PDH, so we know PDH. I mean, we could break previous day high and still remain in that supply zone. So I'm not going to be worried about jumping in shorts right away or getting stopped out immediately. I'm going to wait until I get confirmation, whether it's a large seller and we'll pull up like time and sales or something on oil. Let's see. Add, we'll do time and sales. And we'll do. Perfect. And we'll do minimum size. Let's try 3. I feel like 2 would probably be a bit better. Oh no, 3's okay. 3 is a-okay. Alright guys, let's see guys. Market opens in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So that's oil. We're looking at oil, gold. Bitcoin back above 100,000. Anybody who bought under 80, like I was saying, congrats. Let's see, gold still chopping away. We could wait at this point, guys. Let markets sort of open up, develop a little bit, come to our price levels, our zones. Another thing we do have here on gold is we have this 15-minute fair value gap. Now, FVGs do not hit often, right? They, if anything, they often break more than they hold. And we could check Edgeful for that, and we could see ticker will do GC because we're looking at gold. And we're gonna look at, let's see, fair value gaps. And we're looking at the past 6 months, and we'll look at the London session because this is in between the London session right now. And we'll look at the 15-minute time frame by candle close, not by wick, by candle close. Yeah, look at that, guys. 56% mitigated for bullish, 60% mitigated for bearish. So if anything, we should definitely be breaking this fair value gap to the upside. Not definitely. It's still only 60%. If it was 70, that would be another story. But just something to keep an eye on. Let's see. Bearish mitigated, bearish mitigated, bearish mitigated. It looks like the last few bearish ones we had were all mitigated. Bullish were all unmitigated. Except these few down here. Bearish tends to get mitigated a lot. So definitely looking to see if we could possibly get above that zone. Now again, that looking at price, I mentioned earlier, guys, when we're trading, we're not looking at time-based. We're looking at price-based. So if we could break this level, can we get to this level? If we break this level, can we get to that level, right? And then how do we trade off of that? Depends on our strategy, our system, and our setups. But right now, right, if we can mitigate this level, can we head towards that new level? Previous day high is at all the way up here. So it wouldn't be unrealistic for us to push back higher and even range back. Now, if we do want to continue lower, let's see. That daily time frame was pretty bearish. I might look to see if we want to break this low right here and have this order block turn into a breaker block. So we see right here, this was a support area. So this is either going to support us right here, or we're going to fail. And when we fail, I'll look for the flip of this, right? So I'll look for us to say, okay, well, we broke it strong. Now let's retest it, take that short, and target that next low. So this could also be something we're looking for. Sell side liquidity down here. But we'll see. Right now we're coming into the order block we're holding. We don't know if we're going to hold it or break it right now. It's only 9 o'clock. Market opens in 30 minutes. I like this 30-minute time frame, this basing candle, for us to reject lower here. And we could see gold too. Look at that. Looks like it's trying to form that. We've been trying to push a negative on the CVD. It has been pushing holding positive at least.
It's mostly longs here, yeah.
Yeah.
For like $5 range, it's just a complete consolidation longs market.
You use what range do you use on gold?
20 for scalping, but like let's say like for a good look, like how you go higher time frame, $100 is good because that's $10, right? Like one range candle would be $10 in gold, so 100 gives you a good overview of the asset.
Gotcha. Gotcha, good stuff. Yeah, I like that. I like these range candles, man. They're cool.
Yeah, dude, it simplifies trading is what it does.
Dude, no joke. It does. Nice. Nice, look at that. Sweet. Markets range 80. We look at this chart. Ranging 80%, trending 20%. Gotta
Yeah,
just trade
yeah,
those
man.
ranges.
Yeah.
Buy the low, sell the highs.
Well, it was at that level. If you look on, you're on the 100 range. So if you look at the last two candles,
I'm on 20.
oh, you're on 20 right now. If you go to 100, just to get an idea of like what it's trying to do. So you're on 100.
Now I'm on 80. I don't have a
Uh,
100. I don't have a 100 up
you
here.
type it in manually. Just go
Yeah.
100R. 100R. Yeah, you see how those two candles there. The last one was a buy up. All that whole range of $10 was like a consolidation to get over this, to stay positive, right? To get over this bearish slump it's in, basically.
Yep.
So
Nice.
if nothing happens here, then you can assume. I guess it's like, I don't know how you look at it. I definitely don't know enough about this, but manipulation would be it pumps first, but then really it's a dump,
Yeah.
right? Or
Yep.
it dumps versus really a pump, right?
Yep.
But let's say whichever one it does and it gets its footing, this would be a good level that it would obviously want to come back to, and then if it was going to be bullish, get on top of and continue, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. That's cool, man. Nice, nice. Guys, join us. If you keep running that like button up, we'll go live again tomorrow on YouTube. And we'll keep the stream running. We'll keep her going. 27 minutes till market opens. Pretty range bound right here. Dancing on this VWAP level on gold. I'm going to add an alert here at this internal buy side liquidity because it's not a major buy side liquidity. It's a lower time frame, right? If we break this in reverse, well, that wouldn't look like a market structure shift anyways because we would need this break up here first. If we do break this with strength and we don't see any sellers, I'll look for us to break this price level. Let's go 3263. I'll look for us to break that and then come retest this broken 15-minute fair value gap. Let's see. Oil with a little pullback there. Marzid, you still holding them longs?
No, I'm out.
That pullback there stopped you out?
Yeah, well, I was expecting the pullback, but I was going for a quick scalp on it, so got out even. I'm fine.
All right. Let's see. I'd like to see NASDAQ and ES pull back from this point with this 30-minute looking like that and the low volume up here. But volume still has been bullish. Therefore, if volume's been bullish, I'm not going to fight the trend. Because the trend is our friend until the end of the trend, my friend. And then we get a new trend who's also our friend. Alright, let's see. NASDAQ at a pretty strong level here, at 21,000 key psychological level, plus it's a strong level here on Bookmap as well. Nice hold on gold. Let's see. We don't really have any price. Oh, I guess 32.74. 32.74 on gold. That's right near that supply up there. We'll see. Might not be possible. Might be a spoof. They might be putting that order up there so traders see it and think we're going to go higher from this point. Oil, nice rejection off of this yellow zone I had from yesterday. This was a good area of interest. 15-minute closes in 8 minutes. Market opens in 24. We have our trade plans already. We'll go over it one more time since we are sort of moving higher at this point too. Oh, nope, not on ES. So NASDAQ, the plan will be at least if we can move back within this range down here. ES, essentially I wanted to see if it could maybe break the pre-market lows, but I really wanted to see it come into this 2-hour demand zone down here and hold as support, move higher. I wanted NASDAQ to also come down to that demand zone, move higher with support. But if we just continue higher, break these new supply zones too, then I'll just look for a retest of some type of range or low volume node. Take a look at ES on Bookmap, and we see we're stuck between 2 points, 58.78, 58.60. So guys, excuse me, wait around. Markets open in 22 minutes. We got some time. Go watch some Knicks highlights, guys. Knicks in 6, Knicks in 5. Let's see, gold. Gold trying to hold. Let's check that point of control on gold.
It's got a giant one at 240.5, or maybe you have different 240.4.
240.4. On gold, let's see, 240 point.
Yeah, it's got a pretty big one. Yeah.
Yeah, I have 240 even. I have, but
yeah,
same difference.
Mine's on like 5 ticks, so like
Okay.
half a dollar basically. So maybe yours is more precise.
Gotcha. Yeah, be careful on this one, guys, because point of control is still down here. If we start seeing volume increase, this 169, there we go, 173. This 173 has to go above 190 for this point of control to then move higher. This is an active point of control. This candle is currently active right now. Here it's at 180, 188, 7 away. Quick, somebody. Oh. 2, and there's our new point of control. We're trying to move higher on gold here. Still very range bound. I would be careful. Looks good to continue. We'll see. I'd want to see the CVD start to spike higher too. And I need volume to start picking up here too. Look, above this 200, this 89 volume, this hasn't been picking up like at all since we broke it, right? And when we look for a bull move, we want volume to be increasing as well, right? We don't want price to move without volume. That tells me that we're sort of worried and we should be careful. Now, when price starts moving without volume for a little bit, and then volume starts to increase and we start to range bound, that low volume that we quote unquote missed on, that's actually our entry. That's where the low volume nodes come from. So let's take a look at equities real quick, just to get an idea if they're above their previous day highs or lows or not. Meta above previous day high. Tesla close to previous day high. I'm going to mark it out because it has pre-market high. Previous day high. Nvidia above its previous day high, well above it. Looking good on Nvidia. Amazon, close to previous day high. Amazon had a bit of a sharp sell-off in the morning. So we'll mark that out. PDH, previous day high. We're trying to break it. Apple, same situation. Apple, same thing. I had that sharp sell-off in the morning, then it failed to get back above it. There we go. So this 211.26 and this 211.65, that's so funny that Apple and Amazon are both at 211 right now. Major Q levels, and they're both resistance on Amazon and Apple. If we're able to break those, bull, buy. Alright guys, so looking pretty bullish anyways. A lot of equities are above their previous day highs. We have Meta above previous day high. Microsoft trying, Nvidia above previous day high. Things are looking like they're trying to break out right here. Gold trying to hold. There's no fold. Let's see. Now, something I would want to look at on NASDAQ here. So you see this volume profile? I only want to see that on the 45 minute. Now, the new one I want to see will be on maybe the 15. Let's see. There it is. This is our current volume profile. So right now, if you don't have a bookmap, like I use bookmap to find that volume profile, that low volume node, you could just use the anchored volume profile, and you could put it on the 6 o'clock for the futures open, and that will give you the session volume profile. Now I could look to see that this is sort of a lower volume node. This is definitely a low volume node. And we could sort of just wait there. Mark that out right there like that. What's this blue zone up here? It's an old blue zone up there, man. But it worked as resistance pretty well, so I don't want to get rid of it. But this is our new area of interest, potential area of interest on NAS.
What do you have in the 300s? 21,300.
21,300? In the 300s
Like,
we're looking for?
The reason for it doesn't have to go there, but you know, we got measured moves, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it could travel 520, 530 points, could.
Yeah.
And if it does, then that would bring us into 21.3 is all I'm saying. 21.3, 21.330, that kind of thing. So it's nice to plan for a possibility of it, right? So you're not shorting this pump if there's going to be one, or a dump, I guess, right? Because it could go both ways.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I think we pumped today. I think today's going to remain bullish. A lot of confidence going on. Let's see. What was I going to do? I forget what I was going to say. Gold chopping. NASDAQ. Oh, man. Must not have been important. Oh, right. You asked what price levels I have near the 300s. I have on NASDAQ 21,244 as a supply zone. It looks like it's a hourly supply zone from way back when.
Perfect.
Guys, no trades till market opens. It is 9:15. We have 15 more minutes till market opens. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you're on YouTube, and let me know in the comments what you're trading today. We went over some trade plans on the ES, the NQ, gold, and oil. Right now, oil is just very range bound. Probably not going to look to take any trades on oil unless it can break back into the supply zone. So I'm going to add an alert up here. That way we don't really have to keep an eye on oil. I'll get an alert and then I'll be able to check it. Right now, we can take a look at, this is gold right here. So right now, my main area on gold is this blue zone right here. So that blue zone on the 15-minute time frame is an order block. So what happened? We pushed away from it. That's creating the order block. Now we retested it. Now we're trying to hold. Now the question is, do we hold here and want to move back higher? Or do we want to break this order block and turn it into a breaker block, thus giving us a short position entry for the short entry on the retest of the breaker block, and then target the sell side liquidity to the downside over there. And again, look at the range we have on gold. We want to trade the ranges in the market. Let's check volume profile on gold. I'm going to want to update it because now it's all the way up here. In fact, we'll delete it and we'll put a new one. Where is our Sunday? We'll do like we did before for ES, right? We did our Sunday volume profile, and we could only see that one on our 45-minute time frame. And then our newer volume profile, which that one's only visible on like the 15-minute or 30-minute. I think it was the 30. All right, so here we go. So look our volume average. here to here. So our volume average low is down here near that sell side liquidity. So it's looking more like this short position might end up trading in our favor. 45-minute is creating a basing candle right here to sell off. I believe the 30-minute also gave us a similar candle. Yup, our basing sell-off candle would look for continuation on the next one. So we could definitely look to take this short position on gold on this retest. Looking good, guys. Looking good. YouTube, guys, make sure you run that like button up. We'll keep the stream running longer and then even do another one tomorrow. Let's see. Let's look at gold on Bookmap. And look at that selling pressure, guys. Huge, huge. Perfect. It's creating a fair value gap over it.
On gold. It's just passing through a fair value gap. We've got another target south down around 32, 36 maybe, if it makes it through this gap south. Otherwise, it's going to turn on this gap.
Yup, gotta watch it. We never want to take the breakdowns, guys. That's why I said this short trade, I wouldn't take it until we actually progressed to the downside and then came and reclaimed it, right? Because that way, I'm getting the confidence that we are actually going to continue. If you try to take the short on the breakout, guess what? We could wick back higher. This could be a fake out and we could reject again. So we want to be patient on that. Let's look at our current volume profile for today. It's going to be plotted right here, and we will make it so it's visible on 15. We'll do the 30-minute on this one. So again, we're trading within this volume average on the 30-minute, but we have the target to the sell side liquidity down here. So we're going to be patient. I am definitely more for the shorts right here. If anything, 32.40, major support level that we're hitting. Could look for us to break and retest that as well. So gold's looking okay to the downside as long as this 5 can sort of drop and continue, or even give us a fair value gap overlapping this 15-minute order block. Now this 15-minute candle closes in 11 minutes, so depending on your time frame analysis that you're choosing and you're entering on, that will also sort of help gauge and give you an idea of when and where you should and shouldn't enter. Right? We never want to take those breakdowns. We'd much rather try to enter somewhere within this range if we were looking for a short position. Somewhere on that recent candles range for a short position, right? So again, but that would be anticipating that we want to continue lower without getting the actual break, close, and retest. Now, as real traders, right, we want to be patient. Looking at coin, oh, that's a good one. That's a good call. We'll let gold chop and bop around for a little bit. We'll add an alert there for a second, and we'll take a look at coin. Because coin is phenomenal. Let's see. Coin being added to the S&P 500, guys. Replacing Discover. How crazy is that? Coinbase. Crypto, crypto, crypto. Who here's invested in crypto? I got a pretty strong key level here on coin. I'm going to mark that out with the horizontal line. That way I could look left and see how that price level reacted in the past. Not ideal, not the strongest, but we'll keep it. What do we do? Blue for key levels? I don't even know. I don't even know. To another area right here. I guess you know what it is. When I find that it's hard to place a specific key level, I'll look and I'll see if we can do maybe the rectangle tool instead, because that gives you more of a range. When you have more of a range to work with, that gives you also a good idea of support and resistance too. Watching Friday OPEC sell off. Nice, nice. Yo, good morning, K-Man. What's poppin', bro? Oh, he ain't even in the voice chat. Guys, if you're on YouTube, make sure you join our community, Bullishbrs.com, and go live every day for our community. Fantastic place to take some trades, go over some TA. Any questions, you guys can always feel free to reach out, let me know. As for coin, because it's gapping up so strong, it's gapping up to 230, I'd maybe watch that 235 and 240 key psych levels over there. I wouldn't take any longs above 240. I do think that at some point, because of this big gap up, we might pull back into it at some point. So I would be a little careful. It's very, when we have gaps like this in the market, things are very uncertain because it's not following traditional price action. It's following some sort of gap or anticipation. And when there's anticipation, there's uncertainty. We should stay out of it, be cool, calm, collective, or look for the volume to give us certainty, right? Volume gives us certainty because it's confirming the move. Jim Cramer's bullish. All right, well, there it is. We're going bearish. All right, let's see. Oil
Gold
dropping.
did bounce right off of that large volume we had, though. Did you see that? Like the volume pop?
Oh,
It did
wait.
bounce right off of it.
Where gold?
Yeah, like we talked about like maybe 10 minutes ago, the 240 area, and I had 240.5. Yep. But anyway, the point is, yeah, it bounced right off of it.
Yeah, dude, look at that perfectly. That's crazy. Fantastic. Now, I'd like to see us sort of range around here. If we could range around here after popping off of that key level, that might mean we're trying to squeeze before we break lower. But, again, we're going to be patient here. We're not trying to jump the gun in any shorts. We're going to wait and see. No gun to our head in trading, guys. We could take our time. Yo, good morning, everybody. See some new faces in here. Just want to say hello, good morning, and welcome to the community. Any questions, please feel free to let me know. And please beware of any fake Kevins that might message you. Yes, there are fake Kevin Discord accounts. Unfortunately, what they do is they are probably somebody either in the voice channel or in the main chat that doesn't speak. And then they have a separate Discord account that they have that looks like Bullishbrs Kevin. And then it says like Kevin underscore trades period, because this is my only account, guys. Original, this is my only account. They'll look like me, they'll message you, and they'll say, oh, hey, you know, you want to join my mentorship? Do you want to copy trade? You just got to open a broker with me. And it's just BS. It's nonsense. It is not me. This is my only Discord, and look, my Twitch is connected to it too. They can't connect my Twitch to their Discord. That's how you also know they're fake. But just wanted you guys to keep an eye on it. I do offer mentoring, but I will not tell you to open up a sketchy broker. Maybe. No, I'm just kidding. Never, 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 never. I'm here to help you guys learn to be sufficient traders yourself, right? I'm not here to let you guys copy trade me. I'll copy trade me and you'll make $1 million and you'll quit your job and blah, blah, blah. Like all those gurus say. No, I want to help teach you guys how to build your own strategy, whether you trade the opening range breakout, you trade volume profile, supply and demand, ICT concepts, smart money concepts, support and resistance, ranges. Oh my, the list goes on and on of different strategies and concepts that can be used in the market. But we have to take that to our advantage and not to our disadvantage. Our disadvantage of that would be saying, oh, well, then I got to sort of try them all. Because if you try to try them all, right, you won't be a master of all. You have to be a master of one. So take one, stick to one, and stick with it 1 week at a time, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then a full month, and look back. Where are you on after that full month? Have you seen good progress? Have you been journaling every day? Have you been sufficient with this? No, I don't send a friend request on Discord. Good question. I will not friend request you first. If you guys want to friend request me, feel free to. But no, that is, nope. You guys can follow me on Instagram too, kevin.futures. Pretty active on there. Want to post more. I do a lot of reels and shiznat. Let's see. So I'm really waiting on, this is our volume profile for this current session. Now, I think, let's see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off on the, so it's only visible on the 15-minute time frame. That way, when I go to a higher time frame, I go to the 45, I see the weekly volume profile, and then when I go to anything else, I don't see any of them. My charts are clean. So that's pretty cool. I do like that tool a lot. Love that tool. Low volume shelf on NQ around 20,980. 20,980. Yep, right over here. And we see that low volume shelf here on Bookmap too. Guys, Let's go, let's go. Let's see. VIX is below. I think I saw a post somewhere. VIX is below like that inauguration day or something. So that's pretty crazy too. Alright guys, market opens in 4 minutes. Finally we're getting somewhere. Gold hit your alert. Oh shoot, let's see. Nope. Look at that. Gold stayed range bound. 3 minutes left on that. Beautiful. It broke, remember, gold broke the one time it broke, and then after it broke that, we reversed immediately after. So that's why we don't take the breakdowns or breakouts. We be patient till we could break down, confirm the breakdown, and retest on the imbalance that was created on the breakdown. I'd really like to see NASDAQ support around 84 to 68. But market opens up in 3 minutes, and I don't want to get in a trade a couple minutes before market opens, because as we all know, market could jump, it could pop, it could drop, it could do whatever it wants when market opens. So 3 minutes left, we're going to wait and see. Coming into my area of interest right now, though, on NASDAQ. Pretty close, at least. Watching oil due to the POTUS Mideast visit. Oh, good call, good call. When's the visit? Let's see, we'll look it up. Oh, right now. 11 minutes ago. This moment. What'd they sign, though? What are they signing? They're signing chocolate. Talk is underway between Royal Prince Mohammed and Trump. They're fairly focusing on large trade and arms deals, which will be announced later today. Alright, there's my video for later today. Oh, one more update. 4 seconds ago. Saudi cover energy, defense, space cooperation. Saudi officials have listed a number of MOUs reached between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia. They include memoranda of energy, defense, and mining and mineral resources. They also cover judicial and law enforcement cooperations as well as space monitoring. In addition, Trump and Crown Prince Mohammed inked a letter of intent to boost joint cooperations of National Guard training, support, and upgrades. Okay, I mean, listen, it's not negative, right? This seems positive, like a positive we're working together with them. I don't know, we'll see how the market reacts to it, really. Clearly, it was just signed and the market didn't give us a crazy reaction. So, we'll wait and see. We'll let the market open, we'll wait and see. Gold, huge rejection back higher. I'd sort of look to see if gold wants to break this fair value gap up here to the upside, this 15-minute, because the bearish 15-minute FVGs on the London session have been mitigated a lot lately. Oil, I'm not really seeing much.
Gold put in essentially a double distribution, so like there's nothing, if it gets past this area, there's nothing to stop it from going to 258, right?
Yeah. All right. Nas just
If
hit. Yep. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, 58. That's where I'm looking too. I think if we could break into 54, 55, we see 58. Nas hitting that low volume shelf I had marked out, trying to hold it. Weighted index, a little bit of weakness. Equities are weak at the market open, so let's just wait right here. We might feel a little bit of a sell-off. We are above previous session high on the weighted index too. I do like this area we're in on NASDAQ. It's not bad. It's just the market just opened, so I'd really be patient. Could fold right through it. Volume is starting to pick up here. I do like that we haven't broken it yet. This would be potential entry right here for long. Stop loss at like 970, entry 83. I'm not taking this just yet. It looks okay. I'm just not a fan with how the weighted index is selling right here. And I'd much rather see a bigger move lower before we continue higher. It's a tight enough stop loss though. If somebody else wanted to take it 7-8 point stop loss, it's really not bad. Could look for a nice risk to reward on that. YouTube guys, if you like what you're seeing, you want to see it some more, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll go live again tomorrow for you guys as well. Join a community at Bullishbrs.com, and you can join us live every day. There we go. NASDAQ holding that level, that 84 level I had pretty well. Pretty well. Nice. Huge. Look at that, guys. Oh my goodness. Apple breaking that high I had marked out. Amazon holding Nvidia new high a day. Boom. There we go, guys. Holy crap. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see. Bro, it's supposed to rain all day again here today. Where are you guys at? Is it raining every day for you guys too? I'm in New York. It's just like the past 2 weeks. Rain. I can only snore so much. Because I'm the old man in that situation. I like ES is at an area of resistance up here. And we keep failing to reject off of it. So something I'd like to see is if we could keep doing that. If we squeeze at this price level for a break higher. Now NASDAQ's already stronger. Held that zone amazing, looking really good on the longs. I'd like to see us, I think Random even mentioned with the whole measured move today, possibly bringing us to 21,240, 21,300, which would be major. And an amazing hold. There we go. New high day on Amazon. Broke that price level I had marked out, that previous day high. GE 52-week high. Equities are okay right now, guys. We're looking bullish. Amazing. So amazing, man. So amazing. Total sun and gorgeousness here. Oh, jeez. Way to rub it in. Fairchild on YouTube telling me total sun and gorgeous here. Planting more today. He's in Wisconsin. Very nice. At least I'm not in Canada.
Dude, it's beautiful here.
Is it?
Right
Yeah?
now. Oh, I've been out on the water for like 3 days, basically. Just sit out at the water, hang out. Yep.
Nice. Oh, man. I gotta take a vacation, but I would hate to do that to you guys. Let's see, man. I really want to see NASDAQ break that 21,065, guys. Be huge. Well, if that original entry I had down there marked out for y'all would be, that would be a 6-to-1. 5.7 to 1 risk to reward on that. That's crazy. Boom. Here's some more buyers. CVD spiked higher. NASDAQ's feeling it, guys. We might rally this morning for a little bit. 5 seconds for this 5 minute to close. ES is the only one that's really struggling right here. If ES could start to get above that 58.72, then great. NASDAQ continuing higher, good strength. ES really doesn't have much resistance above here on Bookmap. Our next target's 58.77. Boom, guys. NASDAQ, amazing. Take a look at our equities. Look at this big rejection. Lower on Microsoft to the buy side. Nvidia trying to push higher. Amazon new high a day pushing higher. Apple pushing higher. Tesla wicking off VWAP. Oh my goodness. Bye. Looks good, guys. Looks good. Looks alright. ES, there we go. ES with some strength. Hopefully that can help NASDAQ also continue this trend. VIX is pushing so low it's off the chart on my screen. There we go, NASDAQ. Let's go, baby. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's crazy. That's
If we're
beautiful.
gonna reject, it would have to be here, or else, yeah, it would have to reject here. Or, yeah.
Dude, we're either going higher. We're either
Or
going up.
going lower.
Yeah. We're going up or we're going down. I don't know, bro. We could go nowhere. The market just shuts down. OBS with a little bit of a lag. YouTube, you guys let me know if you guys could see me, hear me okay. Gee, why is OBS giving me an issue? Meanwhile, I have OBS, Discord, Edgeful, Bookmap, 3 screens of TradingView, 2 more extra tabs of TradingView, OBS, and a live YouTube stream all running at the same time. What's wrong with my computer? Surprised everything isn't crashing more frequently. Come on, Naz, give us that break. ES breaking that previous day high, trying to get above it, 58.76.25. What's up, Joe? Awesome, cool. Alright, reconnected, perfect. Now, we wouldn't go long up here, guys. Our long entry would be down here when we were finding support at the bottom of this range. Now, if we wanted, we could check that volume profile. And remember, guys, this was our low volume shelf. Perfect hold right there. Really nice. Now, I'd want to see volume start to pick up here as well. Look how weird this is. 2.18, 2.19. It shows the same price, same volume for this whole area because it hasn't traded too much in this area yet. We could check the 45-minute as well. That'll give us a stronger volume profile. Perfect. Again, volume, we're range bound up here. So I'd look to see if price can move lower again towards that 92 and maybe 84 area and push back higher one more time. So that way it gives price and volume a chance to start to get larger, right? If we're trading sideways or choppy, that gives volume the opportunity to start to expand. When we're moving strong with strength with the volatility very quickly, that leaves these volume imbalances that we use as an entry. Google week. We'll take a quick look at Google. Google schmoogle, man. I'm just playing. Yeah, Google week. So then let's see. Apple also week. Amazon new high a day. Nvidia new high a day. Tesla week. Meta new high a day. Microsoft new high a day. So definitely a tough point right here. Buyers still seem to have the strength in my opinion. NASDAQ up here, real strong level right here, this 21,065.75. A lot of people either targeting or looking to take this trade up on this breakout.
It's all longs up here.
Boom.
Yeah.
Nice. But let's see if those longs get swamped right here, if we want to pull back, or if this is a real breakout.
Yep, true.
40 seconds left. It might find some support. I see some support building up on Bookmap. Would like to see volume continue. CVD did sort of move sideways. I would have wanted to see a stronger spike on the cumulative volume delta on that rally we just had. Wasn't much of a rally. Brought us just to the new high a day. Let's see. We have about 23 seconds left. Yo, YouTube guys, keep running that like button up. We'll go live tomorrow too. Okay, here we go. Gold looks like it's trying to break lower. Gold was like, I'm waiting for everybody to stop watching me. Don't look at me. My watch is like, hey, gold's moving lower. Like, yeah, I know. I got it. There we go. Nice NASDAQ move. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at the volume picking up here too. Gold continuing lower. Amazing. Now gold, I would want to see this 5-minute right here form as a fair value gap. And that would be my short entry because this is also an old order block. This was an order block we just created. We held it as support. Now I want to see us break and hold below it and hold it as resistance. We'll be targeting that sell side liquidity to the downside. Good selling pressure. Gold CVD dropped like it's hot. We'll add an alert here. Nice. Nas continuing higher. Love to see it. So, who was it? Lil AR on YouTube, he said gold was looking, I'm sorry, Google was looking weak. And the reason I don't really look at Google when it comes to looking at my large caps and my equities, ES and NQ, things like that, is because Google doesn't have that big of a pull, directional wise, like ES and like Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia do. Amazon, these are huge. These are top 6 holdings. I think Google is up in there, but I've used it in the past. I've tried to look at it in the past. It really doesn't give me that strong of confluence. Things like Meta new high a day right now. That's great. Microsoft new high a day right now. Nvidia new high a day right now. These are 3 major large caps. I know that there's a lot more volume. Without looking at it, I know there's going to be more volume in things like Meta and Nvidia than there is on like Google, right? Because you gotta also think retail mindset wise, all of the people selling courses and stuff that are like, oh, you know, I day trade Tesla options and get 300% ROI every Friday. Things like that. It's like a lot of people are trading Tesla, a lot of people trading Nvidia. Not too many on Google. Some swing traders, some momentum traders, for sure. It still is a large cap equity. It's a major large cap. So nothing wrong with it at all. I just, me personally, haven't found much success with looking at it in confluence with like ES and NQ. And yo, check this out, guys. Here's my weighted index. Look at this perfect wick off of that previous session high. Boom. Gold trying to pull back. Now, something I'd mention with gold, and be careful with gold, is that, check this out. We took this low out, and we reversed back higher for a little bit. Now we took this low out. Now, do we want to reverse again and like stop hunt everybody? Because that seems to be what gold is trying to do right now.
21028 has a ton of longs. If it's gonna have a minor pullback on NQ, maybe it tries to target those longs. If it's gonna pull back, right? That's what I look for. It's got a lot of longs at 2164, 2150, but the majority is at 2128. Does it try to get them?
Nice. Yep, 2128. Yeah, I have an imbalance rate between 2111 and 35. So that's perfect. That's right in the middle.
Yeah, it doesn't make it a short or anything, just observation of during an uptrend we have pullbacks, right?
Yep. Absolutely. And pullbacks are healthy in an uptrend. We want to see pullbacks. That gives us opportunity.
Gets the traders in.
Yep, exactly. And the impatient one's out.
Hey guys, I'm in a long moonshift here.
Hey, what's up, Moonshift?
Oh, good for you, man. Yeah, awesome.
I got in on the 50% retracement at 21,050, but not confident.
I mean, there's an okay amount of longs there. It's kind of a sea of nothing. Everybody's longing up here at the 70s, 68 and 70.
Which could work in his favor if they're buying at the highs and he got on a pullback.
Yeah, this is resistance of that level, right? So even if it pulls back, I mean, it pulls back, I look, okay, if you're gonna long it, does it get on top of it? So it's a good trade. You know what I mean?
Yep. Let's see. I'm trying to see
I'm
footprint.
just being patient is all for a pullback, basically, is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I'm hoping for a pullback as a scalp trader.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I'd be looking for 35 entry, maybe 30. I know you had 28, so it's right near there.
Just to maybe take out the longs, and if I get you're in a long right now. It's not to scare anybody out. It's just from a scalper's perspective, you're looking for the best odds, right, of your little trade that you're taking.
Alright, let's see. And also we gotta think too, at this point, if we take out that previous candle, previous 5-minute low, a lot of people are gonna be stopping out at that point. It's a lot of like a liquidity grab.
Yeah, exactly. What an intense area.
Yeah. Yo, Marzidi, I think they upped the prices of the algos. They're 300 a month now. What was it before? 200 or 100?
It was 200, but I decided to drop it. I mean, it's only a 20% success rate. I mean, it's knocking out. It's a home run when it hits, but it's a 20% success rate. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
A 20% success rate? But wait. When you say it's a home run when it hits, is it like a good risk to reward?
Well, I mean, it said over the last 60 days, it returned 200%, or, on the micros, 2,000% on the minis. But again, it's a 20%. So, I mean, it's just, it swings for the fences every time.
Mm.
I'm like, okay, but
Was there a
it's
way
just
to
not the
edit
kind of
that?
trader I am. I'm just not that kind of trader.
Nah, I gotcha. I gotcha. So it didn't pay for itself, like they said.
No. I mean, in a way, it's like butterflies. A lot of people trade butterflies, and they'll tell you that they have a low win percentage, but when they win big. Same concept, and you just got to be a certain type of a trader for that. And I'm just not that kind of person.
Gotcha.
I'd rather base hits than I would home runs and lots of strikeouts.
Nah, I get that. Let's see. Bro, I'm hungry. I'm keep getting
Pock's all
hungry.
long up here. We got a pock that moved up at 2164. It's majority long. They're trying to push under it because just under the pock, they're shorting just under the pock, trying to get it under there, right? So if you're kind of a volume trader, yeah.
I'm out. I just took a little bit of profit there.
Good.
Oh man, dude. I mean, it could hold here and pump. I mean, it's, if you got out because of the commentary, I mean, I'm hoping for a pullback. Doesn't mean you get one, right?
No, but I
No,
mean,
it's just that Meta started to fall a little bit, and that was what I was holding. I didn't look at Tesla, though.
that's good. Yeah, I was gonna say, if anything, I don't think he was wrong to take profits here. The way that the price has sort of been dancing at these highs for a little while, volume keeps failing to continue us higher here. I think that was a good little scalp exit on that moon shift. Good job.
Yeah, I could have taken £90, but took 67.
Okay.
Oh, good for you. What's your goal per day?
300.
Oh, nice. Okay, man.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. Now let's see. We got 34 seconds left on this 5-minute. We check the 15-minute time frame, 30-minute time frame, 45 hourly, 3 hour, 4 hour. A whole lot of nothing burgers. Yeah, ideally I'd still like to see NAS 2130. Gold ended up, so we stopped looking at gold for a little bit, oops, and it ended up giving us that fair value gap that formed right here, and then it wicked it on this wick right there, and that fair value gap overlaps with this order block. That would have been a pretty solid entry on the shorts. We could look to see if we want to pull back for an entry, but I do think we missed it.
1 minute bull flag about to break out.
Yo, what's up, Ironclad? How's it going, bro?
Man,
What are you trading with lately? I know you like to jump around sometimes, indicator-wise and stuff like that. Using GPT still?
I mean, I'm only using that to make sure that there goes that 1 minute breakout. Boom. I'm just training that GPT that I built to give better responses and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. It's helping. I mean, there's some people using it. I see chats coming through. So
We mean you see chats come like other people are using your GPT.
yeah,
Oh,
I haven't made it public, but I have published the link.
oh,
So as
that's
long as you
cool.
have the link, you can use it. I
And
mean,
you,
I got some, I have options plays now. I have stuff that we can do. You
oh,
know,
it's so dope. Yo, send that link over, man. I want to see that. That's so cool. Is it Chat GPT? No.
it's a GPT that I built on Chat GPT.
That's so cool.
It's
I didn't
called
know
the
you could do
Day
that.
Trader Analyst.
I did not know you could like you didn't do it on your phone, right?
You can do it on your phone. You can use it on your phone if you. I sent you the link right now. If you just click that link on your phone, you can bring it up.
Oh, that's so
You can
cool.
drop a chart from whatever chart you want. You can use the canned buttons, or if you feel lucky, you can say, "Hey, give me 5 things that 5 trades for the day," or you give me the options play. It will give you a template of the best bullish plays, the best bearish plays, the most conviction ones.
That's cool. How do you but I'm saying how do you create a GPT?
I created the GPT and then I started building a knowledge session on it.
I'm saying how do you create it? Where's that option? That's online?
Yeah, so if you have the paid version, you can go to
Oh,
Explore GPTs and you can figure out how to create one, which is not easy, not difficult. You can create it. The the part that gets harder is building the knowledge base
oh, get
and
you.
creating the prompts, creating the guideline for it to be used. Like I have this entire library of price action candles and things that I dropped in there. There's a bunch of stuff.
That's so cool. That's really
Yeah.
cool. I didn't
So
know you
for
could create.
example,
What's
let
that?
me see here. I can drop an NQ chart right now in there. It will tell us. I mean, I did yesterday for somebody a Tesla play. If they took that Tesla play, they'd be in the money beautiful today.
Day trader analyst. That's so cool.
And you can
Damn.
ask stuff like Sig gave me some clues on, getting the lawyer's perspective, getting sniper role and all that other stuff. So I researched and I added all of that too.
That's cool. Nice, guys. Gold continuing on the sell-off right here. Volumes, look how volume's been picking up to the downside. The more opportunity it gets. Yes, pulling back. Gold, let's see.
Yeah, we broke out that flag. Now we pulled back a little. I didn't want to see if we could bring the price back to 21,013 or 21,010, but we just didn't do that.
Damn, Naz and ES, man. Just running it. Gee, Random, I can't believe you told Moonshift to get out of his long before.
Oh, I didn't. I said I was hoping. I said it was too high for me to long, so I was hoping for a pullback.
I'm
To
just,
long.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And
I still haven't gotten anything because to me it's
Get back
just the
to
way
your
that it's
desk.
going. There's no trade. The way that it's consolidating and then doing a bit of a pump and then consolidating.
yeah, no, I agree. What were you gonna say, Moonshift?
No comment at this point.
Listen, I
We're
know
about to
I
hit
was.
we're about to hit Pedro's reversal level right there. Pedro says that we're reversing at 21,119, and I got a go short level right there.
Nice. Moonshift, in everyone's defense, right? I also was looking for a pullback, but we can't get too wrapped up in what the other people are saying, because it was a good long position, right? But it depends on where your stop loss was at that point. And also, when you got out on this 5 minute, when you got out, it was up here. When we ended up closing somewhere down here. Who's to say that if you didn't hold for another minute, that this pullback would have stopped you out first? Right? Because we don't, when it comes to psychological and when it comes to trading, it's hindsight will always be 2020, But if we start getting too hung up on that, we're going to get too upset on ourselves and too hard on ourselves and not see real progress. So I still personally think that was a nice scalp there. And just like Random said too, we don't really have proper structure right here. We had this initial volume profile low that I marked out this morning around 20,980. And that was sort of it. Other than that, we had a 5-minute fair value gap that starts at 21,036. We were trying to make our way towards that. We didn't hit that. I also don't have any entries so far right now. So got to sort of take the market for what it is. It happens.
No, it's okay. It was my decision, and price was fluttering around. I got impatient and didn't want to take a loss on my first trade.
All right, listen, there you go. There's that too, right? There's also the psychological aspect of, listen, you still locked in gains. You didn't take it for a break even. You didn't take it for a loss. And now you could go forward with a little bit more cushion. Hey, YouTube guys, appreciate us hitting that 20 likes. Let's go, baby. Beautiful. That's awesome. I should have put this up there sooner. I don't know.
Okay, I think we pushed to 21, 140, maybe 160.
Yeah, I don't really have resistance up here until like I had 21, 240. Did you just say 240?
140, 140, 160.
Oh, okay, 140. Yeah, I
My
got.
bracket is between 120 and 200, so that's an 80 point,
300-point moves are almost like a one micro get in where you think it makes sense and just have the patience for the grind, If
Yeah.
it's going to go up to those higher levels, it's almost like you have to adjust the amount you're trading, right?
Yep, that's right. That's absolutely right. You know what I completely forgot? I forgot to set up for the Apex webinar, the link for that. That's going to be this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, guys. Apex Trader Funding webinar. I'm going to show you guys the platform, how to use it, whole bunch of fun stuff. It's going to be a good session. Tips and tricks for getting funded, account size, what your risk should be per account size, things of that nature. But I wanted to schedule it at least so I could start putting it out there and get you guys the links for it. Damn, man, gold looking good to the downside. Gold dropping like it's hot. We could take a look at gold on Bookmap right here. See all this aggressive selling pressure. Each time buyers try to step in, they fail. We've been seeing that sort of been the trend today on gold. Buyers step in, they fail. Buyers step in, they fail. Buyers step in, they fail, and fail. So we just got to follow that trend of the market, right? What's the market doing in the sense of, are we trending? Are we ranging? Are we failing highs, failing lows? Are we creating support on this bull run? Are we creating resistance on this bear run? Are we not creating support on this bull run and it might be a fake out? Always got to ask yourself these types of questions. Guys, we might get the kind of rally that doesn't give us a good entry at all. That just sort of green candle close, chop around a little bit, green candle close, and just chop its way higher and not give us a good entry. And it happens, right? Market conditions are always going to be changing. There's always going to be good opportunities, bad opportunities, and no opportunities. That's why we have to be a little patient. So it's still only 10 o'clock in about 2 seconds. I don't think we have any news right now. We'll see. We'll know. 5,900, pretty strong level up here on ES for potential target. Take a look at NAS as well. I don't see any price levels sitting up here on NASDAQ, but we didn't really need price levels sitting up there on NASDAQ for it to move higher this morning anyways. We could use edge. What's that?
You ready for the next push up? About to happen.
They're adding quite a lot of longs here, from 120 to 124. So quite a lot of longs being added.
Nice.
21, 130. There's a big sellers that's sitting there, just
Yeah, yeah.
getting
It's
absorbed
majority.
right
It's
now.
majority. It's majority like market longs up here. Yeah.
Yep. If you caught that little move, say yeah.
Exo, are you, so you're looking for us to continue lower here till 32.30, which is down here. That's that sell side liquidity level I had marked out. Are you in a short position already?
I was in a short, but I got out in break even. Then it continued to lower on my trade. I didn't re-entry on that trade, but yeah, it was the same thing. It just went to my direction after stopping me out at break even.
Oh,
Oh man,
man.
that sucks. Happens to all of us. I'm in a short on gold right now.
Yep, nice. Where'd you get your entry?
On that break, at 244.5. So I've been in it a while.
Oh, you've been in it for a while. Yeah. Nice.
I'm out right here. Like I'm out. I
Yeah,
just got
cool.
it. Pushed me out. Yeah.
Man, I can't believe FSLR, man.
Oh, there's that continuous push higher, I said. Markets look like they want to give us. Microsoft new high day, Meta new high day, Tesla rallying like it's hot right now. Above 323, above its previous day high. Nvidia new high a day in an area of resistance. Amazon is pulling back, and Apple also with a little bit of a rejection there.
It's actually it's really strong, right? Like I'm still not anything on NQ, but it's a really strong, just like push.
That's what I'm saying. And it might do this for like the next half hour. Like it just might keep doing this strong push. Like not give
And
us
I'm
a
watching-
pullback entry or anything.
I'm watching people shorting
That's
this.
probably trend days, man. You know,
Yeah.
this is a trend day.
Yeah, yep.
We're sitting on our hands thinking it's gonna pull back and it doesn't.
Here we go.
You know?
It's not that. It's dangerous to get in when on a rally. It's when you're newer,
Right.
you just hit the button. When you're seasoned, it's like, okay, I missed it. This sucks.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you get in on a rally that you think's a rally. How fast can Nasdaq turn around 300 points and never come back? So yes, it's a rally. I agree, and I had it this morning where this thing go up into the 300s. It's possible. It's just where, as an experienced trader, do you get in, right?
You don't.
On the ES,
Yeah, you don't, unfortunately.
58.95. Now on the NQ, 21 145. Oh wow, there we go. They're absorbed. Boom.
Yeah, dude, don't look for any sellers here. Market has just
No,
like gold.
They're all getting absorbed. It's like
Yeah.
every sell now. 21 150 has 153.
Who cares about them? We're gonna run through them.
Oh yeah, it's gonna go right through it.
Yeah,
Listen, if
everybody's
we-
shorting it, man. Top Step, everybody's shorting it right now.
That's so smart
That
to
could be
short a
why,
trend.
right? That could be why it keeps going up.
Genius to short a trend like this.
There's a heavy 4-hour candle level 10 points higher.
Let's actually look at the higher time here because we are in a nice doji.
Listen, if I'm looking for an entry right now, guys, on NASDAQ here, I'm looking for this low volume shelf. So look, we've been rallying, right? And obviously it's like, oh, well, we're not creating any entry points. We are in a sense. This point right here that I had marked out, that was a low volume shelf. Market opened, retested in it, and that gave us a fantastic entry. I missed this. I didn't want to take it at market open. It happens. Still at 5-1 if we held it all the way through. Look at that, 10-1 plus. Next area that we created that's a low volume shelf now is going to be right here at this 21,096. And that also lines up sort of with a 5-minute fair value gap too. So I do want to see if by chance we want to pull back to it, right? If we don't pull back all the way over here, can we at least pull back here and then continue higher? But that would be our entry. Just like Random said before, as a seasoned trader, as somebody who's done this for a long time, you say, okay, well, where's my entry on a rally that doesn't pull back? And your answer to that is nowhere. If you don't have your setup...
Look at the daily chart, man. I mean, we are hitting that doji area
Bro,
that we
that's
had before some
wild.
consolidation. So if we blow right through it, then it's new high of the year.
New high of everything, yeah, like no joke, man. I put out a video recently how on ES at least we were above 5600, and guys, once we got back above that 5600, we were back in a regular, not bull market, but no longer in correction territory, right? And once we hit below -10%, we're in correction territory. We were selling off very strong for a while now. And then what was our bottom? The tariff news announcement, right? We need some type of economic relief or economic news or impact to give us a reversal in markets. We're not going to reverse for no reason. This was not no reason. We end up reversing a 10% move in one day. We pulled back for a little while, created a higher low, continued to trend higher. 9 green days in a row here on the ES, a record from the past 20 years. And what happened? We squeezed on this daily supply zone. We finally got, again, the tariff news of China and the US coming to a deal, which will now help us for leg number 2, this one right here. So I think we're back full-blown bull market. I know we've been bullish since Trump announced that whole tariff relief on every country but China, but this is definitely the news we needed for leg number 2. Damn, YouTube, you guys ran that like up for real.
Just pumping. 7 year ago, me would have just like got in. But I learned since then.
Just chase it. Full
7, 8
port,
years
just
ago,
chase
me
it.
is just like, just hit the buy button.
He would say, don't be a meow.
Yeah, that used to be my motto for years. That's why everybody knows me by it. But it's like, no, I'd rather be that guy. So I'm not getting anything, but I don't have anything until the 195 area. So
Yeah, that's where I'm expecting a pullback with the standard deviation.
oh, okay. Yeah, I got nothing. I mean, you could just go there. To 195. I'll watch to see what happens. They really have, just so you guys know, they really have let off buying. Like, yes, it's pumping up. Maybe more of the season's traders are like us, just sitting on the sides because a lot of these contracts, they're giving up.
I just set them aside for 100 points.
It's all about Nvidia today, right?
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too, Ironclad. Where do you get in though, right? Like you seem like you're seasoned as well. Like where do you get in?
When I said that, that bull flag on the 1 minute was breaking out, that was at 21,050. So
Right,
Yeah,
right.
over here.
100 points back.
Yeah, Ironclad
But
had
it's
a 1 minute
grinding
flag.
up. It's grinding up.
Yeah,
It's
my
not like
conviction was not high enough to take it, I mean, this last 4-hour candle was just ginormous, man.
catching a lot of
Another
shorts
big
here,
back
so
ball.
if it's not done going up,
Yeah, I'm
that's fuel.
chancing a quick short, stupidly, just for schnitz and schniggles.
I can wait to see what happens at 95. It's a juicy level there. But at least we're getting some action in the market again in this level where you're in. There's a lot of action here now.
Damn, man. Buyers are just like, hey, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. Catching shorts and then pumping, catching shorts and pumping.
Don't speak too soon.
Damn.
Oh, dude, it could dump. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
It could
right?
dump 3 years.
Big
Like when it's
seller.
done, when it's done, those shorts end up being very right, and you look at that level, and that's a really good level. But
All right, let's see. Let's sweep everybody chasing the longs.
I took a quick short scalp, 10 points there.
good for you. Nice.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Here, so look at the support level. 21,151 right here, guys, on NASDAQ, on Bookmap right here. It was an area of resistance. We squeezed through it. Now we're retesting. It could hold us support here. And we broke. No, I'm just kidding.
And I'm liquidated.
Yeah, right.
Dear diary,
Dude.
I've lost everything again.
Oh, dude, I gotta pull that up. That was
Yeah, I like
hilarious.
that little video, you know.
Oh, I think I favorited it. Let's see. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That
Looking
was
at the
funny.
NASDAQ.
His smirk is the best.
Yeah. All right, let's short here, everybody. Get stopped that.
No, let's go
Micro.
long here. I'm just kidding. Don't take any trades here. We're spectators today. We're watchers. There we go. There we go, Ozzy. Yes, sir. There we go. Supporting it. Supporting in 21,150. We've been rallying all day, not looking back. That was our one pullback we get. The market was kind enough to give us a 10-point pullback in this 100, 200, 300-point rally. Yeah, it's
I mean,
continuing.
I'm just happy. I'm just happy that I followed Greg's advice right there when Donald Trump says buy the dip. That manipulation happened. I went all in, man. I mean, I am beating the S&P today by 79%.
Nice, bro.
So that's not
Jeez.
bad. That is not bad. My biggest loser here is SPCE, man. Freaking SPCE.
Yeah, what's Apex's logo? See that? There's buyers holding it. Love it. That's their logo now. They changed their logo like 4 times in the past year.
Yeah, it gives a lot of confidence. I can't start. You see, I have an Apex account on my Ninja Rhythmic, and it just won't connect, man.
On Ninja.
Oh, really?
Trade. What do you mean? Like you can't log in?
I can't log in.
You have
That's why I
to
run
do
my
trade,
bot.
hard
I've been
trade
trying to
pro.
log in, and I can't log in. It's such a pisser. It doesn't give me an error or anything. I need to contact them, figure out what is happening there.
And obviously you're not using your Apex login credentials. You're using the credentials that Apex
No.
provided you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my Rhythmic Apex. Oh, look at that. Are we going up again?
Going up again, bro. We haven't stopped. No. We stopped for that little pullback, man. The market's at hold up. I gotta grab a snack, and that's what that pullback was. Why don't I have NQ
We're
up here?
so far from View app that I'm still confident
Oh
in my makeup View app.
God,
return.
beautiful.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what's happening with this.
Guys, don't forget, if you're here on YouTube, if you're here on Discord, I will be hosting a free Apex Trader Funding webinar on Saturday. I do still have to reach out to Cameron from Apex to see if I could get a free code for you guys so we could do a giveaway on that. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Make sure you guys join it. It'll be this Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern on the Bullishbrs YouTube. I'm gonna be throwing together the thumbnail shortly, and I'll get the link up there so you guys could hit remind me for event so that if you do forget about it, you get notified.
Got my first loan.
Nice.
So this is the area I'd be looking if it's going to pull back. Not shorten it though. I'll just wimp out.
Dude, I'm telling you, 21,244.
Oh no, I'm on the upside with you.
Okay,
I just mean
okay.
to a pullback, just to pull like. So this would be the first place I'd say, okay, is it going to pull back into a level where I could start trading it up? But yeah, I'm with you, man. This thing could. What was it? The 300s. It could go to the 240s, if not 300s today, right?
Yep. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's my mindset. It's just, is there going to be a pullback? Doesn't mean I'm shorting it, right?
No, I hear you. I got you.
21,335
Yep.
let's say,
Yep.
is the target that I got.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it can happen. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not talking about shorting up trends. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
right. Guys, let's.
I'm saying that it's for safety reasons. I have to wait for pullbacks to get in.
100%. 100%. All right.
Might get another one right now. Let's go back to 21,180. Come on.
Damn, look at oil's chopping. It's popping actually on oil. Gold making its way back. Great exit on gold shorts, by the way, random. You got out at the bottom.
Oh, I haven't been watching it. As soon as I took that money and I ran, I was like, buy gold,
Yeah.
buy.
Yo, look at Nasdaq's got support below it, no resistance above it. We're gonna rally again. But yeah, if you look at gold, you literally got out at the bottom.
Oh, I did, dude. Oh man, I'll show you why I got out.
Damn, Nasdaq. Let's get it, guys. Oh my goodness. Scalp City today, really. That's sort of the only way to trade a trend like this, guys, is just sort of in and out. Buy the dips in and out.
Right there.
Obviously,
So
you
you
could
can
hold
see
it.
So I just took it into that, basically into that at least temporary support, right? On
Ride
gold.
the 9.
On a higher level, that's on 100 range. So on a higher level, I'm like, this might hold. I'm gonna get out, right?
Yep. Yeah, ride the 9, Charlie Mike. Yup, that's a good trend trading strategy too. Ride the 9. But like, you're not going to get a Fibonacci entry on something like this. You're not going to get anything that we usually see in those range bound and normal markets we're used to. And that's sort of okay. We have to think of it this way too, that these markets don't happen that often. But when they happen, rally, rally, rally.
Yeah, that started at 0.50. Kind of watching that.
Nice.
I'm glad we're telling people not to short this. Like, you know what I mean? Like pullbacks. Don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did it hit your? I think it hit the one level you had. Look at that, eh? Did you see
Yeah.
that?
Perfect.
Yeah. So the next one is that 330s level. It can happen, guys. It'll just push up. I'm still seeing a majority of retail traders, including online, shorting this. It's crazy.
Yeah, guys, the low volume area would still be down here near that 21,100 to 21,080. So look at the volume. This is our session volume profile. Our volume's been consistent all day, and then we have this random drop right here. Now, we haven't come back to that random drop. Now that we're hitting supply on NASDAQ, now that we're hitting supply on ES, now I would want to see a pullback to this area of low liquidity. We have a 15-minute fair value gap there. I'm sure there's a 5-minute there as well, which there is. So now I would look for a pullback. Now that we got to that supply zone, we hit the liquidity up there, I would want to see a pullback from this point. And I could be wrong. Full port short. No, I'm just kidding. Short supply. Nah, never. Yo, what do you guys think? Is it too much on this right here? Hold up. For a thumbnail?
Oh, that's beautiful. 14th of January. It's like Trump wanting to call everything gold. Trump. No, it's beautiful. Us Brits are understated. Ignore me. There's a 14th of January day candle on Nvidia, which could be a resistance. Nvidia's responsible for this, and Meta, obviously.
Where are we looking at? Nvidia?
On the 14th of January, there's a gap and some resistance area, potentially, maybe pivot point.
Ooh. Damn, son. Nvidia said, pachom. So let me turn around here under this 100 level where Kevin was telling everybody to buy for long-term investments in reverse.
94.25. I called it live in February that I was going to go there and buy.
Oh, yo, I remember that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
94.25 was like looks like everybody was saying it's going up. You remember on your live?
Yup,
And
dude.
I posted how about 94.25, and that was the high, and then it went there like
That's
2 3 months later.
that's crazy, bro. All right, here's that pullback, man. Off the supply. Gotta listen to our levels and be patient.
Sell volume is really low on this candle though.
The whole planet just long that. You can.
Yeah, 23.95. It's gonna get there sometime. I just have no idea when.
21 325. Yeah, like it could happen. Is that what you're saying?
Joking. Joking. 23.95. Just throwing numbers out there.
Oh right.
21,395.
Oh, 395. Everybody's long in this right here. 210.
So that means it's time for a pullback finally. If everybody's still long in it, and we're trying to build some resistance, yeah, I could see this pullback. I want to see a pullback, guys. If we're going to, my thought on this, guys, is that if we are going to continue higher at this point, it would be healthy for a pullback. If we do just keep on continuing, I'd be more concerned that at some point we sell off really hard. But at this point, right, we also want to look on the daily time frame and see how bullish we've been. Equities are bullish on the daily time frame. Nasdaq, ES bullish on the daily time frame. Our daily time frame will surpass any kind of 15-minute, 30-minute time frame, right? That could help us finding some scalps, but if our daily time frame is suggesting bullish, our day trades should only be longs. And vice versa, right? If we're bearish on the higher time frame, but lower time frame is bullish, then we should only be maybe looking for scalps. Some sellers getting pretty heavy up here on Nasdaq.
Anybody uses eToro?
What is it?
eToro?
eToro?
Yeah, eToro.
Never heard
It's
of
like
it.
I think it's like a copy trading thing where you can, copy other people's, investments or entries or whatever that is.
Oh yeah?
That's what they were known. That's what they were known when they first came out. But it looks like they're going public.
Really?
Yeah, I meet one of their team. Like there was a web summit in Lisbon. It's happened every year. So I saw the team. They were there and they were promoting their brokers. So they were mostly promoting about copy trading. So they have lots of traders or stuff like that. So you can just copy and run something like that. But I tried it myself. I was not successful. Like I was copying one of the gold trader. His portfolio looked really good, like 24,000% return and all this stuff. I was up. I would not say like it was an issue. But like I was up maybe 4x or 5x my initial balance, but eventually, just in one day, I saw this guy was just revenge trading, and then he blew all the accounts who was copying something like that, and the initial account was just disappeared from the chart, and it was just an email saying apologies about this trader or something like that. So I believe it's not like that sustainable at all sometimes.
They're based in Israel. That's their headquarters in Tel Aviv.
How long was he
I've heard of
successful
this
at
guy.
that
I've heard of
return?
this guys a while back, like a long time ago. I heard of it. It's like people are saying, "Hey, if you don't want to trade on your own, whatever, just copy this person. You're going there, and we're not." Like you were saying, there were some scammers on it too. But
Come be my liquidity.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's like they let you win. You know that old book, the stock market trader, whatever. It's like one of the oldest. But in it, it says why do you let them win? Right? He's like, because we'll take it all. We'll take it all
Tomorrow.
later and more anyway.
no, I actually did create an account on this thing years ago. Wow. Yeah, I just posted their article in there. They're, They're going private. I mean, public.
The buy up is like the aggressiveness. I'm still not in anything, but man, this is a grind. Holy smokes.
Bro,
No, it's like when you're
I
looking
went
at
in
it,
at 10, man.
yeah,
I
it's no,
think
it's a
I went in
trend.
at
It's a
10.
trend, but it's like people are so it's down there consolidating, and then it's just like this bye. It's like everybody's short. It's like bye. It just like pumps.
Everybody's stop is getting hit. Boom, 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 boom.
I watched Top Step quietly in the background, and then another guy, and they were like nonstop shorting this thing. So I was like, I'm gonna
Bro.
stay out of some shorts.
Why?
I don't know. I usually use that. I usually I watch it just to see like what are these guys doing during trending markets, and a lot of the time everybody's just short. Like if it's up, they're shorting it. I don't know. Weird.
Not so much
Yeah.
why are you watching it, why are they shorting it?
It's nonstop. This one guy, he futures trader. He's been nonstop shorting this thing, and he's been blowing accounts.
He's
I
been
watch
blowing
this Canadian
accounts.
guys, the live trader TV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
futures
I keep
trader
those
live,
guys-
whatever.
Those guys in the background because then it keeps my computer running without going into sleep mode if I walk away.
See, that's sort of
I
what
just
I
have it on
want.
my TV in my kitchen. That's all.
That's what I sort of want to bring to Benzinga. I want them to do some type of like trader TV that just goes all day. That'd be pretty cool. Then you guys could hang with me all day.
Dude, we can do that here, man. Let's do
That's
Bullish
true.
Bears Trader. Bullish
That's-
Bears Trader TV. Boom.
Yeah, right? There we go.
I'll jump in commentary. Random jumps in as commentary. Look at that.
True, true.
Pretty much everybody does. Everybody's
Yeah,
here
I
to
think
trade, right?
we should do that.
I
We'd
would get a
need
camera.
I would need
and
a,
mic.
I'd need
Yeah.
a little more members, and then we would be able to do something longer throughout the day. We could do that. That'd be pretty
Well, the
fun.
thing is, get
don't know if I
started,
could talk.
and then have people come in.
Yeah, I don't know if I could talk all day though.
Yeah, this guy's. I'm impressed. I mean, this guy's going all day.
Yo, that guy goes like 8 hours straight
Which-
of just
which
like
dude?
taking trades.
Which guy?
The
Futures
trader
trader,
TV?
I think he's called.
Trader, yeah, it's called.
Oh, the Trader TV guys you're talking about, right? Not Top Step.
I watch both.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, just go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. They play on
After
YouTube.
we've got the positive tariff.
That's a good idea. Yep. Get some background music so you don't have to worry about dead
then
air
maybe you
during an
think there's
all-day
still gonna be
session.
Some bad to happen.
right.
Yeah,
This
so
guy.
They are. They're pretty good. Look at that. Were they short Apple? Somebody short Apple.
Dude, they were probably short everything.
No. They're long Amazon and Tesla and short Apple.
I don't see any positions down here for them.
No. Go all the way to the live. You're way back.
in a
when you
lower
have to
high.
go
So I'm
to
going to
live.
play off this.
No, short
11,
Apple,
160
long
area.
Amazon, long
See if we can't
Tesla.
get short back in the 30s again.
So that kind of says something, and they're not always wrong.
Damn, yo, gold is really funny right here.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yo, if YouTube pops off like it did today for going forward, then we'll maybe get some longer streams going. Played with fire yesterday on a rally, didn't wait for my entry, and lost. Oh man. Yo, it happens, Coin. Yo, Coin Ranger, do you mind? I'm sorry I didn't see your message till now because I usually have the main chat up, not the live stream chat. So if you want, type in the main chat and I'll see that, because it'll at least notify me too. Because when you type in the main chat, in the live stream chat, it doesn't notify me. It just adds a little dot next to it, and sometimes I miss that. Yeah, what kind of background music could we go with? Do 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 do. Short Nasdaq.
You gotta be
off of
careful. You gotta be
supply.
careful with the background music because of the
It's YouTube.
trademark whatever's and all that stuff. But if you go to if you have YouTube Premium or something, there is actually a guy that posts that has trading music.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me find him. Is that trading?
Did you say trading music?
Yeah.
Yo, look at
Yeah,
oil,
it's
guys.
trading
Broke that buy side liquidity up here. Let's check the 5 minute. Just, wow, this 5-minute just opened and it spiked up. Look at the volume on that. So we look for high volume on a candle for reversal areas. So we could look to see if oil maybe wants to start to set up on them shorts. Word? Yes, sir. Alright, yo, later, Coin. Hope you have a good one, man. Hope you're able to take some trades today. If not, you were able to learn something. That's sort of the goal every day when you come in. Not so much to make money, but to get 1% better every day. Understand something just a little better.
Go to sleep richer than you were the night before.
I wish I would do like Bob Marley or something just mellow and like for the background.
That might be my day there. That was the best I could do on Tradevate today. It's
Hey.
been rough.
There we go, random. I see you, bro.
What about something like Miami Vice?
Yeah, let's say. Because then YouTube's gonna beat me up. They're gonna say, you can't play that. Let's see. Gold chopping around. Oil rejecting supply in that liquidity level. 10:30 right now, guys.
Nvidia at another high.
Yeah? Wow, look at that. No kidding. I love it. I want to get into swing trading equities again, man. That's fun. Like swing trading like options on equities.
Yeah, my pension was down 20k and now it's only down 3k. It's all come back again.
Wow.
I got lots of Nvidia and Palantir and things like that.
That's crazy.
And there's when you retire, man. Even if it's down for 2 years and then you just keep putting into it, it always
Right.
comes back.
Right.
That's cool. Yeah, I was,
Hey,
my first.
do you play with NVDX too? I don't know who that's talking there.
That's Moonshift.
Hey, Moonshift, do you play with NVDX?
No, NVDX. No, I don't.
NVDX, yeah. That's what I'm in. I decided to not go with NVIDIA, but just stay with NVDX.
Because it gives a better percent return because it's a 2x ETF.
Oh, cool. I'll have a look at that. Thank you.
Clay Trader goes all day, I think, says Fairchild. I've never heard of Clay Trader. And I refuse to promote anybody else here. yo, oil man, right off of
There's
that
a bunch of
buy-side
people.
liquidity.
Just go to YouTube and look for people trading. I mean, there's a bunch of people that go on all day.
No, you just
There's
go on
like
YouTube and
Brendan
type up Bullish Bears. What more do you
Trader,
need?
Something else trader. I don't know. You're gonna beg in a half hour. So
No, you go on YouTube and you look up either Kevin Dubrisky and you find my Benzinga stuff, or you look up Bullish Bears and you find my Bullish Bears stuff.
yeah.
I think. I don't
Maybe
know. I never looked myself up.
Maybe Microsoft will drag the Nasdaq down because they've just had some negative news. I don't know if it's negative. They'll probably be making more profit because they're getting rid of people. Oh, there it goes.
Alright, this is what you get when you YouTube me. You get my Futures Fever shows. All pre-market, Futures Fevers, pre-market. Oh, Quant Data, nice. Futures Fever, webinar, Futures Fever. Oh, and then the Amazon earnings call, that's cool. Oh yeah, it's that a lot, but we're here. Yes, sir. Yo, appreciate you deleting that message, Fairchild. All good, man. Dude, that nice rejection on oil. There's a lot there, but we're here. Yes, sir. The best community I try to offer. It is 10:35, guys. Tuesday, it is May 13th. May 13th. Let me know, are you guys green on the week so far? I had a call with Quant Data this weekend too with my buddy Will. He works with Quant Data. He does the streams there. They do streams all day there at Quant Data too. He's probably in there right now. Yeah. Cool dude, cool dude. Good guy, good service. They're not an order flow tool like Bookmap, but I'll show you guys what quant data is. Because apparently I have every kind of platform available. Quant data, Edgeful, Bookmap, TradingView, TradeStation, TradeOvate. Ninja Trader? I mean, if you have TradeOvate, you do have Ninja Trader. Let's see. This is his main page. Where is his sector watch list? Halo, huge dark pull on HALO. And look at this. Nvidia up 5% today. AVGO, semiconductors leading today with strength. Microsoft a little bit of weakness. Tesla's okay. Netflix up 2%, 2.5%. Nice. But yeah, that Nvidia is going crazy today. I think it's crazy. Damn, man, this entry down here.
Ready for the next flag to 21,335.
Listen, I know we didn't take this entry on Nasdaq, but I called it out pretty strongly pre-market. This 984 area, that would have been wild. Imagine that craziness. But we gotta be realistic. It's a possibility. Nothing's impossible when it comes to the market. Remember that. Only thing that matters to us traders is what's probable. Oil looks good on the rejection here. No hourly basing right there, though. But that's such a beautiful rejection of that supply zone, man. ESNQ sort of chopping. Now, guys, I would be a little worried at this point that if we don't get a pullback, we might stay range bound and we might chop between 21,180 and 21,246 and new high a day, right? So we might at this point sort of chop our way higher, sort of like make our way higher like this, make our way higher like this. Just a very choppy price action, sideways but making new highs. It's sort of something I would be keeping an eye on right now. We had a very strong move in the morning, and a lot of times when we get that, following that will be that sideways or choppy price action. Gotta think the market's exhausted at this point, right? Market's like, yo, I need a nap. And we don't know that until we start getting something like this already, right? Now, once we were rallying, we weren't saying, oh, well, it can't keep going higher. No, of course it could keep going higher. Once we start getting a clue that it's slowing down, and that clue being decreasing volume, momentum to the upside starting to fail, now we have the clues, the signs in the market.
Hey, random, what is that? Is that a shoot, what am I looking for? That thing, that post you have in there.
A chart post?
No, but that's not. I mean, that's not TradeOvate. It looks like a performance tracker or something.
This one, I think this is TradeOvate.
That's range. That's a range bars. Those are
Oh,
range bars.
right, range bars on TradingView. No.
No. The 931 or 831 or 1031.
Oh.
His PNL piece.
Yeah, that's TradingView. So when you go to Trading Panel, you're able to connect your TradeOvate account to it.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, that way. Are you who was that? I think that was Charlie, right?
Yo.
Do you have an Apex account?
Yeah, I got a PA, so I passed right last Thursday. So
Oh,
I'm
cool.
here now, but I'm not using TradingView and passing that through to TradeOvate. I don't know. To me, that's like a extra step, possible lag.
You know what it is? It's a little bit of an extra step, but not so much, because you don't need TradeOvate opened. You just need to log into your TradeOvate credentials when you click this, and then you're able to place your trades on TradingView. So it's a lot easier, because sometimes TradeOvate could be a little bit of a choppy charting platform. So then you're able to, let's say, I'll connect to the paper account for now and show you. Like, let's say you could hit trade, and it gives you your trade panel. Let's say I want to do a sell order. You could drag your stop limit, your take profit. You can mess around with how many units you're in. It's a lot easier. And then you want to take the trade, you just hit send. It sends it out. You want to drag, you could drag it. Now a minute, you drag your stop loss, drag your take profit, drag and adjust anything. Pretty easy compared to, I think, Trade08 makes it a little more difficult and bulky.
Yeah, I tried Trade8. I couldn't do it. And that account just keeps me off paper trading. Do you know what I mean? So I when I'm trading my live account, I make my money. Then I can take trades on Trade08. I don't care if there's a bit of slippage personally, but I haven't noticed it either.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
All right. Nice, man. Oil, beautiful rejection to that supply zone. And that buy side liquidity, amazing. Check oil on Bookmap. Oh my goodness. Wow. Nice. And look at that, guys. That's what I said. Remember the big volume spike we had here? I said we look for those big volume spikes on candles like this for reversals. That's exactly what we got on oil. But nice big volume spike, breakthrough. People trying to take this breakout. Candle closes, breaks lower, closes below. We reverse lower, we continue lower. Yo, what's up, Ricardo?
Morning, guys.
Good morning. You take any trades today?
No, I just got onto the rig right now, so
All right.
we're gonna go short off this rejection, but we'll see what happens.
Hey, Amity. Just listening today? Good, good, good. That's good. Pass some time, listen in, learn a little bit, hear what's going on in the market. Today's been very bullish, just like yesterday. Probably going to be looking for this trend to continue until proven otherwise. How about doing a trailing stop in trading view with connected Trade08 account? Yeah, you could do that as long as I believe they have trailing stops on trading view. Yeah. Where are we? And you also have the templates. I got to make the video on the bracket orders. How to make and save bracket orders. You could save order preset. You do like a market order, limit order. And then, like, let's say you could do take profit, stop loss. And then you could save that. Save order as. Where is trailing, though? Random, do you know if they have a trailing stop loss on TradingView?
I've never looked into it. I'm sure.
Right? I
Like
thought
when you're building it out, is there an option?
I don't know. Let's see. So let's take a short. Let's add a random stop loss here. Could we modify order? Stop loss. No, I don't see an option to like trail stop. That's interesting. I could have sworn they did.
What do you mean by trail stop?
So, like, sometimes people will have a trailing stop of 10 points so that if the market's sort of moving in their favor, they could lock in 10 points as it goes. So that way, if it reverses 10 points, their stop loss gets hit and they're in profit.
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't think they don't have that.
Yeah, that's interesting. TradingView has gan high, low. That is a PSAR. What do you mean by that, Amity?
I think you just have to manually trail it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they have an automatic trailing threshold. I think you do just have to manually do it yourself. Gold on that pop. Oil continuing. TV doesn't support trailing on Sims. Oh, okay. So then maybe it's an option. Supposed to be a drop down for it.
Look at it.
Okay.
I'll look at it on TradeOvate or like TradingView, but for TradeOvate. One sec.
Right, once you log into your TradeOvate account, see what it says when you enter, if you enter a position. Maybe do like a micro or something. Is what
I
I
caught
read.
that bottom. I'm in a long.
All right, Fairchild says, how about doing a trail stop in TradingView with, oh, what am I pressing? With connected TradeOvate account, supposed to be a drop down for it on stop loss checkbox. Okay, so then on the stop loss checkbox where we saw that before, maybe with the TradeOvate account connected to it, it'll show you like over here trailing, right? Somewhere over here. Okay.
I can't see it.
No? I'll look through it. I'll look around for it. If anybody does
I
find it,
do gotta go though, so I'll talk to you guys after.
yo, be good, Random. Good having you today.
Take care, bro.
If anybody does find it, please send me a screenshot of where you found it. That way I can put together a video. But I can't get it to happen. Oh, you can't get it to happen? Oh, but you read that it does that? So maybe there's a chance that they got rid of it. I don't think they would get rid of a feature like that. But you never know. Damn, man. Oil. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I've been having fun with those volume profiles lately, guys. Really, really giving us good trades. When we look for something we can repeat in trading, right? We look for maybe something that we can look for every day. An orb, breakout, breakdown, double break. A volume profile, low volume shelf. Something that repeats itself and has good results. YouTube guys, don't forget, hit that like button 2 more times for me. Let's hit 25. I love to see it. Check out the webinar that I did this past Saturday on volume profile. And join me for this coming webinar Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Be doing a free webinar on Apex Trader funding, and I want to reach out to the people over there to see if I can get a free eval to do a giveaway for you guys. In fact, I'll email him like as soon as we finish up this call. There we go. Oil with a drop. Beautiful. Oil selling pressure. This thing's just going to keep dropping. Look at 39 lot seller. It's 62.86. Looks good to the downside. Alright, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, I'm thinking I'm wrapping the stream up here. Markets are pretty sideways right now. Interesting features on volume profile and the trading view indicators volume profile by DGT. Let's check it out.
That's the one I use on my charts. Volume profile by DGT.
Yeah, DGT.
Yeah, I showed you this before.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't this one you showed me?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's the best one, and it has.
Oh, right,
just
this
gotta get
one.
rid of that up, volume on the top right there.
Wait. Volume. Which one is it? It's, I thought it was this one? Or this one?
Volume profile by, yeah, that's the one right there.
But, like, where's the volume profile? Oh, there it is.
There it is, yeah. So now you can customize this a little bit to get rid of some stuff that you don't need.
Like
that
this
table,
and this.
That table, yeah, that table, that volume. If you already have the volume on the top, so.
We'll keep sentiment profile. We'll get rid of supply and demand zones. I find those myself. Profile stats, profile levels.
Actually,
Volume
supply and demand
history.
zones are pretty accurate.
There we go.
Yeah.
This is how I would keep it. But I don't like it because it pushes, you have to drag it all the way over here to see where it's at.
Yeah, it squeezes your chart a little, that stuff.
Yeah, that too. So that way I sort of like, I like the regular volume, the anchored volume profile tool is super helpful because you could change what visibility you have it on, right? So I see this volume profile on the 15 minute, and this is the daily volume profile. Then if I go to the 45, I have our weekly volume profile I could look at. So that's why I really like the anchored volume profile tool because then you could change if you go into the settings, the visibility, this is where you could change which time frame you could see it on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, good night. I hope you guys all have a great day. Hope you guys had a great trading day, caught some good trades. This was a very nice bull trend this morning. Good educational session today, really learned a lot. And yeah, if you guys got any questions, please feel free to reach out. Kevin.futures is the Instagram, and Discord, you guys know, to please feel free to shoot me a message here as well. Kavitha showing, yeah, so stop loss limit trail stop. So this is on Tradeovate, not TradingView. They were trying to figure it out if it was on TradingView as well, but I'm really not seeing it. I like the anchor because I could slap it on and not use it as an indicator. Yo, absolutely, Fairchild. That's why I like it too. Yo, you got it, Charlie. You take care, man. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Take care, Cal.